Hi everybody, thank you for tuning into another video on TK's Tech Corner. Today we're going to be taking a look at this flashlight by a company called Wurkkos. The model number is HD03. This is a mini LED RGB flashlight and it's a part of their new range of products with a new design and style to it. They've got many other products on their website as well, so definitely go and check them out. The model here is a green one. This comes in, I think, 3 different colors, and you can see it shows the light temperature there, 6000 to 6500K as well. This is an RGB light, so it has not just warm white light or cold white light, but it also has colored lighting, and we'll test out all the various color modes. Though it's a small light, it packs a big punch, and they describe it as having a big personality. So we're going to open it up, we're going to check out all the modes, the features, and just see how it operates and why you might want to consider buying one of these fantastic lights. So just look at some of the specifications before I dive into the box. You can see it's got different lighting modes there, right? And what they describe is moonlight is going to be the lowest lighting mode, below low. Literally 1 lumen of power, and that's going to give you 36 hours of light, which is fantastic. Now you might want a really dim lit room for a long period of time, and this is going to give you that for a very long period on one charge. Then low, medium, high through to turbo, and you can see maximum light you're getting in spotlight mode, 680 lumens, and then also in floodlight mode, 320 lumens in turbo mode, both giving you around 1 hour 10 minutes of operation. So that's the shortest duration, which in itself is actually quite long for a mini flashlight of this size. IP6X rating, and you can see it's got strobe, SOS and beacon modes, and we'll check them all out as well. So you could use this for many different purposes, and we'll try and understand what some of those might be as we review it. Just some of the specifications on the side. So again, 680 lumens. This thing can project up to a 180 meters beam, which is just incredible for such a small light. Again, multicolor RGB lights, and it weighs only 49 grams. So wherever you clip it, it's not really going to be weighing you down much. I think that's enough being said. Let's get this thing out of the box now. It's a nice, simple packaging. I think this is a take on a completely new redesign of their product suite. So there's the light. You can see how small it is in the box there. We're going to get to that in a minute. A quick readme. So it shows you how to operate the light. Spotlight mode tells you which way to move the slider for spotlight and floodlight mode. Again, we'll be checking them out. It's got the power button. So it says right button for power on off. So I think controls are located really nicely on the sides, because that's kind of how you'll be holding this thing, and we will look at it in a minute. And also to switch through color options, so RGB light modes and the brightness levels of the white lighting mode is all controlled by the power button. And then it shows here the actual I guess the charging port, which is protected with a dust cover, and probably also supports the IP6X rating. In here under the green sleeve, we've got a little wrist strap, which looks quite nice, to be honest, and a USB C to C charging cable. Nice to see C to C rather than A to C for once, to be honest, because how many chargers now these days actually come with a C port? Let's get rid of the packaging quickly. Not fully out of view, but that will do. And let's check this bad boy out. So that is the light. Honestly, this thing is tiny. It's so nice in terms of the way it feels. It seems to have like an aluminum, or definitely aluminum, because it's super light body. I think that's aluminum. It's not plastic at all, or it doesn't feel like plastic. It feels like a metal body, and it just feels rock solid. First impressions, getting this thing in my hand, this thing feels solid. It feels like it's built to last. You can see that there. You can see the LED light modules there as well. So the floodlight and the spotlight modes will be supported by the combination of these lights here. You can see the Wurkkos logo there. And on the left hand side, again, we've got the flip switch to flip between floodlight and spotlight mode. On the top there, we've got the charging port and the dust cap, so that flips back to reveal the charging port. And on the right hand side, the power button, which I just can't wait to press in a minute and see what happens. Now this thing is equipped with a magnet, so What we're going to try it with, I don't know, but let's just try and maybe stick it to my, well, there you go, to my phone stand. So you can see that sticking to some metal quite nicely. The magnet is, well, I'm sticking a magnet to a magnet, so it's obviously doing some repulsion there. It's repelling, but you get the idea. There is a magnet built into this thing, and it is going to, yeah, you can see that there. It's caught onto the USB port there as well. Seems like a pretty strong and sturdy magnet. Now I'm just trying to clip it to the microphone arm to see what happens, and getting my camera back in focus as well. Right, there we go. So magnet, but on top of the magnet you've also got a clip, so that's a really strong clip there. Feels like I'm about to start taking my pulse. That is a seriously strong grip. And the other thing I like about the clip is those thick rubber grips you've got there, as you can see, on the inside of the light and on the clip. So that's going to give you a really strong grip on whatever you're clipping onto, and that seriously is not a weak spring. That's a really strong spring. And seriously, you can probably see my finger going white there. This has got a serious grip on my finger, and that's beginning to get uncomfortable, so I'm going to take it off. Now you could probably use this as a headlamp, because if you've got a band on your head, or cap or whatever, you could just clip this on there and you're done, right? Let's get this thing on now and see what it's all about. So after I plugged it in, I found that it was pretty much just working as you'd expect with that side button. Now the amount of functionality you get at one button is absolutely just impressive. They've done a really good job with minimizing controls, and you can do everything from pretty much one button other than switching between the two modes. First thing to note is when it's on, and you can see it's very bright. I'm going to turn off my desk lighting in a minute. The color LED, I believe, is the inside one, and when you've got it into this other mode here, the outside LEDs are white only. We'll see how they operate. So you can see just holding the button there gets extremely bright, and that's almost unbearable. It's cycling through some brightness levels there. Wow, okay, and then it's just going into intense modes that I can't really even look at, and you can just see how bright that is. It's almost outdoing my desk light because it's making that look dark. So wow, really bright there. And then let's turn it off. So if I hold it and take this thing, if I just press it once, it goes off. Let's check out some of these really cool modes, right? So if I triple press this, it flashes, and then you have to hold it to turn it on, and you press it, right? So then it will only stay on while you're holding it. Triple press again, and it stays on, and then it's in the normal on-off mode, and that light on the side goes green, as you can see there. Right, there's a little green light in there in the power button, and then it operates normal. Now double press again, it's going to get into a color mode, right? You can see that there. And now if I double press, it will go through different strobe modes. Now check this out. So that's got different strobe colors, red and blue beacon. If I tap it again, now it's cycling through the different RGB colors that you may or may not be able to tell very easily, but maybe if I do that you can. So it's cycling through the different modes there. And then let's keep double tapping. This one's really cool. If you could see it properly, it would be great. I don't know if I can put it closer to the camera, but it's literally circling. It's got like a circle RGB light just circling around. It looks really awesome. Again, you can probably see that little disco light going on my palm. That's how it looks. Again, it's got a really, look at that one. It's like a really nice little strobe sort of light that goes on and off. I don't know if I can even change the color of this one. I might be able to. I'm holding it now to see what happens. It looks like the color is actually changing of that strobe. So just by holding the power button, I'm looping through the different colors. This is pulsing now through different colors. Again, very cool. It looks like it's spinning around. Check that out. You can see it actually looks like there's a light spinning in there, doesn't it? But there's not. There's no moving parts in there, but it just looks really convincing, and it's cycling through colors while it's doing it. So I just wanted to show all these different pulse modes that are available as well. Really cool. So let's just look at the different brightness modes. So again, that's a really bright spotlight mode there, and it's more focused. As you can see, it's not spreading as much as the other one. If I hold it up, mind you, it is, because I've just held it higher now, and look at that again. It's providing absolutely incredible light. The unit's getting a little bit warmer, that's expected. Battery, the lighting as well, right? But you can just see how much light this thing is projecting out. And it's also showing me how much dust I've got on my table. Wow, that needs to clean. Just get the normal desk lights on again. The good thing about this now is that you can actually use it while it's charging as well. So I did try and turn it on whilst it was charging. The RGB lighting doesn't work while it's charging, but you can use the white light. So if you've got a USB-C battery pack and you're maybe camping again, you know, you've got this clipped in the middle of your tent like this, top down, and it's lighting up the whole of your tent very nicely. You could also plug your USB-C power pack into it just to keep that light going even longer, so you're not relying just on the built-in battery. But overall, and I love the color of this. The green color is really nice. There are two other shells as well, but this is the one that I will send for review. And I'm actually really glad I've got the green one because I think it looks awesome. Build quality, I've said already, is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to leave a link to this product in the description. If you've got any questions about this fantastic little light, please feel free to ask them in the comments section below. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, please hit subscribe in the bottom right hand corner. Really appreciate the support on the channel. I shall see you in the next one.